Rogues, what's up, dude? Oh my god. Zero. Last night when I switched the stream over to another person, I guess I totally forgot to end my stream. So no joke, dude. I came down here just like a little bit ago, turned on my Xbox, sat down, and I looked at my screen. I was like, wait a minute, why am I still streaming? Like, when did I start that? Did I do that this morning? And I looked at the time on it's like, you've been streaming for 17 hours. And I was like, uh-oh. So yeah, the chair stream, yeah, that was kind of funny because I'm still kind of getting used to some of the mechanics of like rating another streamer, right? So yeah, when I sent my stream over to another person, I guess I was supposed to end my stream shortly after, and for some reason, I I never ever leave my Xbox or no, my Xbox, my computer running overnight. But I think I went to go do something and forgot that everything was just still on. So yeah, a little embarrassing there. No more chair streamerino. That's correct. Sorry. That was probably pretty exciting for everybody. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, yeah, dude. I am honestly like, you know, it's embarrassing, but whatever. It's still kind of funny at the same time. But the worst thing about everything is that I found. Oh yeah, yeah. My dog. She has her bed like down here, so she likes to sleep in her bed. And I was watching a movie. I'm surprised you probably couldn't hear the movie in the background. I was watching that Netflix movie, The Outpost. So when I woke up, I made my coffee, had a bagel, and yeah, watched The Outpost this morning. But the worst part about all of this is that I checked my inventory on my other characters and I found more treasure maps. So I've got about maybe 15 more treasure maps I'm gonna knock out this morning and then this afternoon I guess and then move on. I really wish I would have known that I was on like yeah, more treasure maps. Yeah, freaking seemingly never ends. And I thought about just like deconstructing them or like selling them for a couple hundred gold, but I feel like I started something and I have to finish it. I have to see it through to the end. So that's what I'm gonna do. Try to see this thing through to the end, finish what I started, and then get on to more fun things. I do need some ideas though. Like I want to try to find something different. Maybe I should start working on a new build. I was thinking about making like a really, really powerful PvP character just to kind of change things up. I know. I know. PvP is not my favorite either, but I think that if I don't know, if I maybe tried a little harder, it might be better. You know, like if I spent a little more time doing it and if I built a character that could actually stay alive. Like all my characters right now, like have no chance of staying alive in Cyrodiil. Um, I die like instantly. I'm so squishy because I'm built for PVE, right? And we don't. You know, I rely on the healers. I rely on the healers to keep me alive, and I have a little bit of self heal like sustainability. But you know, as PVE characters, we rely on the healers. But I made a Cyrodiil character. You know, I might be able to. I don't know, change up the game and have a little fun doing something outside of my norm just to keep it fresh. Honestly, I just want to finish these treasure maps. I was devastated by two things. One, I had more treasure maps. Two, I left my stream on. Oh. So I should put like a little sticky note up here that says turn off your stream when you are done. Because normally I just turn off my computer. And even if I would have accidentally left the stream up, the computer, you know, turning off the computer would have fixed the whole issue. But no. Honestly, the best thing like I can hope for is that nobody heard me like running around my house and like I joke around and like kind of like, I wouldn't say sing because I'm not like much of a singer, but you know, like everybody who has pets, you end up like singing to your dog or something like that, and sometimes I'll kind of sing goofy stuff to my dog. I think it'd be kind of funny if people heard me doing that. And I say really goofy stuff to my dog. She has like 100 nicknames. Yeah, and actually, it's kind of funny because I did grab my cat a little bit ago, and I just sat here and I was like holding him and you know holding my cat and giving him some love for a second. And I was just squeezing my cat right on camera probably, and didn't even think about it. I you know about the camera being on, so just yeah, just a funny thing all around. I am a little surprised with some of the people that can like you know that can text me or potentially reach me on band that you know that they didn't say hey dude just so you know we're all staring at your chair in your office, but maybe they all kind of thought the same thing, that I was like here but not here yet or something. I don't know. What kind of cat you got? Okay, yeah, I have like a orange like long haired, I don't know if he's like a tabby. I don't know if he's like a tabby or anything, but he's just like an orange, long orange haired cat. I've seen him. You know, come to think of it, I think I left my computer on. I had another streamer on, like probably streaming all night because That's what happened. I left it on and I was going to come back and do something and I left my computer running. So my microphone may have been picking up another streamer all night. That could have been funny at times. Just do them. Oh, okay. That's funny. I don't know because again, it was when I came down. The funny thing was, I came down because I heard a voice like, and I was like, "What the hell? Who's talking downstairs?" And it was my Twitch stream, and I was like, "Oh, fine, I'll just leave it. No big deal." I was gonna, come back and play video games earlier, and I think it was Cupper. I think it was that Cupper butt person. I think she was streaming all night because when I came down, her stream was still going. That may have been the one, or like right now, I have Miss Ray on. She's streaming Elder Scrolls at the same time. No, I'm not. I'm not stream team. I really do wish I was. Oh, do I have it? Do I have their stream tabbed for drops? I don't know. So Miss Ray is ESO stream team, and that's what I really want to do. I want to become a part of the ESO stream team, but it is a tough thing to get because you have to have a lot of followers, I believe, to become part of the stream team. Oh, you're saying, do I have it open in a tab to get drops? No, I probably should. That's probably what you're asking. Let me see. Actually, I want to look again. So, stream team. Yeah, you need to have at least 1,000 followers. So that's something I have no. I can't look at that for quite a long time. I don't know. So here's the thing. It does say you should have. It doesn't mean you have to have. Maybe I should just start applying and see if they'll put me on there. That'd be kind of fun. I should plead the case that because I play on Xbox, I would get a different, viewership. It'd be nice to have their backing too to stream more regularly and um, get more people to check it out. cool. Yeah, I actually do watch Desh Please sometimes. Not she's not my favorite ESO streamer, but yeah, like I know she's super popular. I'm surprised that she would have trouble getting her foot in the door, honestly, with how many people that that follow her and watch her. She is good, like she's definitely good. Um, I try to do like, and I know that not everybody is a an Xbox streamer, but I try to do my best to kind of support the Xbox ones, but they're just not as popular. I think because the game is actually harder to play, from what I've been told. On Xbox, it's harder to play at least. So I think maybe I don't know if the quality is the word, but I think that with the quality of gaming you're going to find from Xbox to PC is that the PC users have like queues for everything. Like even if they're in combat, we have to kind of mentally time our abilities, and we have to keep track of all that stuff. Well, they have it set up to where basically the computer will tell them what to hit when they're in combat. It'll say hit this, hit that. It'll basically weave for them to maximize their attacks and stuff. Like so, I think that you'll see probably a little bit more, high end gameplay, but it's kind of cheap in my opinion. Craglorn treasure map. Yeah, that's what, and actually, and I had that told to me by PC users while I was streaming one time. I was doing Vet Maelstrom Arena for the first. Well, I was completing it for the first time. I'd done it once before and couldn't get through, but did some work, and I was working on completing it. And during my completion run, I had a lot of people watching and kind of helping me out, and a lot of those guys were PC gamers, and they were telling me that it's easier. That without a doubt, it is 100% easier to play because the game pretty much plays for you. And that's why those guys actually said they like to watch the Xbox gamers because we have to work harder for it, so it's a little bit more entertaining. I know my buddy Rogues was looking for a DPS to run some veteran stuff today. I didn't want to jump in. I want to finish these treasure maps. I have to commit to my cause, I guess. I might do some trials gear runs later, though, once I finish all this up. sometimes wonder if the PC is less buggy. You know how like on Xbox we have a lot of issues with disconnecting from the servers and stuff. I wonder if PC users go through the same stuff. All right, Gold Coast. Oh, I have to remember not to go hit those ones. Those are these celestial rifts, and not Sigic portals. I've been confused with that one time. I went and hit one and regretted it. Watching this chick play for the very first time minutes ago, and she made her character. I'm so excited to get started, and her game crashed. She was on PC. Okay. Oh, poor girl. I mean, it's funny, and I feel bad at the same time because it happens to everybody. So I guess, like, welcome to the club, welcome to ESO. I guess is the right thing to say. Part of the community now. You've disconnected for your first time. Now, the good news about doing all these treasure maps now is that I've done them all so recently that I believe I remember where most of them end up. Oh, and by the way, the treasure hunter thing, passive, has made it so much different. I've been getting like a purple drop almost every treasure chest. So once again, thank you so much for reminding me that I need to check that. And yeah, I wonder how long it's been like that because I don't remember the last time I respect my DPS tune. Yeah, I mean, I did like the majority of them without it, but still, you did catch me, and that was really helpful. Grab two. Yeah, started using a new controller this morning. Got the red one. I put these little pads on it because it makes it easier on my thumb. But um, the one I had before, like the transmitter that is mounted inside here, the transmitter on it went bad. So I've been plugging it into my Xbox, and I got super annoyed with the wire I had plugged in. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bust open one of those new ones. I'll probably end up fixing the other one soon. You know what? That'd be kind of cool. I think. I wonder if I get in trouble for fixing an Xbox controller on my Twitch stream. Yeah, probably. Everybody would have that, and especially when it came down to like, you know, like gear runs and stuff like that in trials and stuff. I'm sure a lot of people would not have to grind as hard for that, which I'm sure people would like. Yeah, see, just on that one there, even though I'm not going to use a purple helm of the Ranger, it would have been blue, but now I get it in purple. So when I deconstruct it, the materials will definitely um, be better. So big thank you. Oh, really? Yeah, my background is all kind of like technical and electronic based. I was an avionics technician in the Air Force and worked on F-15 fighter jets and did all that, electrical work there. And then I worked for a semiconductor manufacturing company after that, and actually helped. I was one of the lead technicians on a project called the Hybrid Memory Cube that they use as like supercomputer random access memory. So I've got a pretty good head on my shoulders for that, and yeah, I like doing technical stuff. And I've taken apart controllers before. The only thing is, like, I don't have the exact tool that is recommended to do it. But I have other tools that work. So it might be a little goofy to see somebody working on it that's using like an improper tool, because like that's like a technician's like sin right there. You never use the wrong tool to do something. It's just kind of like, I don't know, like a big no-no. But at the same time, those tools can be a little expensive. No, I've never modded a controller. I've just fixed them. Like when I've had so my ex her kids were wonderful kids. So let me put that out there first. Her kids were wonderful kids, but couple times, they'd be, playing and they'd be eating cheese, cheese sticks and drinking milk and all the, they'd basically they'd get all their like they'd get food and stuff like that stuck in the buttons and I've had like controllers just go bad where a button started sticking or like the remotes like the what do you call these sticks where the sticks started drifting, how like some of them can be super sensitive where like if you let them go and then like the camera drifts up or something like that. I've just taken them apart and fixed those types of issues. Joysticks, yeah, thank you. Joysticks, sticks, whatever. Sometimes words don't come to me that quickly. Um, but no, I've never modded, just fixed. I don't want to get into the world of modding because honestly, I think that's kind of one of those slippery slopes where you see like modding a controller and next thing you know like people have like bots running around or like you have they call it like multi-boxing, finding ways to cheat and stuff. So i'll stay I'll stay in my lane, stay original, play the game the way it's supposed to be played. But have you modded um, controllers and stuff before? Yeah, okay. Oh, Magic 90, that's my little brother. I would not be surprised if he wants me to play Call of Duty with him. We'll see what happens here. He might be logging in to play his Madden game too, though. We're waiting on him. The whole league is waiting on him at the moment. Yeah, I don't come from a technical like or technically savvy family. My dad wasn't, much of a technician. Couldn't didn't doesn't know his way around a toolbox. My mom never really did anything like that. But for some reason, when I was a kid, I just kind of liked to take things apart and try to put them back together, mostly unsuccessfully. But um, I don't know. I just tinkered with things kind of all the time as a kid. And um, I don't know. I waited till I was kind of a older adult till I joined the Air Force. And when I took my test, like I scored a so there's a test called the ASVAB, right? And the ASVAB kind of tells you what you're capable of doing. It's an aptitude. So it's an aptitude test. So it says, you take this test and it says you have the ability to learn this or the ability to do that. And um, I scored a 97 out of 99 on the ASVAB. So the recruiter was like telling me that I could literally do anything that I wanted to in the Air Force. Like he's like, you can do anything you want to. Pick a job, it's yours. And I was so indecisive. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. So he recommended that if I wanted to, um, have a pretty decent, ability to land a job after my time, he said I should do something in the electronic field. So I just got stuck in a random electronic career and ended up loving it. Honestly, like I didn't like some of the things I had to do when I was in the military, but I enjoyed learning all the technical things, especially working on, like badass combat airplanes is pretty cool. Aren't these Trish Map 2? No, no. I mean, there was a point where I worked kind of with a team that was also using drones, but no, I was always on F-15 fighter airplanes. We deployed in the same places with the drones, though. I spent a lot of time near drones, but never worked on them. From my recollection, the drone programs were really hard to get into. Like, not everybody was given the opportunity to be able to work on those. Sure, if I would have asked to, would have been fine, but I didn't really have a sense of direction when I was trying to figure out my job. Ooh, don't die. Nope. And but I have a little I have a plastic bag full of spare parts for remotes in my garage, my toolbox. I think I would be able to fix the transmitter because I think it just needs to be replaced. But I'm pretty sure I'd have to do a little bit of soldering, and I don't know if I have a soldering iron anymore. It's been a while since I've used one. So the idea to fix that controller on the stream might be a little difficult. That's how I ended up in Idaho. Actually, was I I was stationed here, and at the end of my enlistment, when I was ready to get out of the military, I stayed. Idaho is a pretty cool spot. I know people don't think that because everybody thinks of potatoes and stuff, but it's kind of nice here. Yeah, exactly. People just buy new ones, but truthfully, the sticks are probably the easiest thing to fix. Um, like you have very little to truly take apart, and I think people would be surprised at how much money they could save if they just had a couple of tools. Like I think the kit for that you can buy. I don't know how legit it is because I never bought it, but I think there's like a kit for taking apart Xbox remotes that costs about $10, I think, and on Amazon at least, and you can it has like everything you need to take apart and put back together a remote. Mark Meyer 2. Oh, okay. I don't have music playing right now. I don't keep that on all the time. Let me check my game audio. Oh yeah, game audio should be on. Oh, it's real low. Okay, I don't know how that happened. Thank you for that. Should be on kind of faintly now. You should be able to hear the dolman in the background just faintly. Thank you for that. Mark Meyer 2. Oh yeah, travel like really long too. I guess it's not that far from this shrine. Um, I think that happened last night when I was playing and I tried to mix in the game sound with the music. Unfortunately, like it's not just one of those things you can just set it and forget it. Every time I turn it back on, it seems like there's something I have to adjust between um, having appropriate game sound with appropriate voice and music. So um, maybe in the future, I'll invest in figuring out some more of that. Maybe getting some more professional gear to manage my audio, but I'm not at the point right now where I can, you know, afford to really make a difference with all that. I'm working my way towards making a very professional stream, but um, it does take some dedication and some a lot of. It can take some money too. Honestly, it can take a little bit of money. Um, I bought a lighting kit and I need to fix it because I'm not really happy with the way it is. But I bought a lighting kit, um, and it's supposed to have two lights, like here and here. But I didn't realize that the tripods they came on are like gigantic, so they don't fit behind my monitors, and they would just fill the space and look really ridiculous. So um, I need to either build some sort of you know stand or something for them so that I can use them a little bit more appropriately. Because right now I only have one because it fits like in between the corner of my desk over here, and it fits like right in this little spot. But I only have one light up. Um, but I'd like to have two lights. At least I enjoy doing all that though. For me, it's just like a truthfully, it's a hobby like to do this, and I'm glad I like my hobby. I just have to be careful about how expensive I let my hobby become. Because if my hobby becomes too expensive, it won't be something I can do for very long. And um, yeah, like building that logo. I've been meaning to build a logo for the longest time. And one night I just kind of was like, you know what? It's time to do it. Just make it happen. So I did the logo thing. I want to, sometime soon, I want to create some sort of like built in um, things for that Nightbot uh, moderator app that's on here and have it make my game or my stream a little bit more interactive because I know that sometimes it's hard for me to remember to do things. And if you can set up Nightbot to do things on a schedule, and those things can help people, you know, interact with me and help me interact with them. You know what? The other thing that's kind of a hard thing to do is that I want to be able to have my PC audio on so that I can hear like a message when it comes up because I don't always see the messages right away. And I want to be able to get like a nice audible alert for when I get a new follower or something. Um, but I also don't want my microphone to pick up that noise, right? So I thought about having like another earpiece to wear underneath this, but I was doing that for a while and it actually started to get like started to hurt. So I do need to consider thinking of a way to you know, have my audio more streamlined, I guess is what I'm getting at. Elsewhere, treasure map 2. You are up here. I did pick up a boom mic, which has helped a lot with my audio because it like, but it sits right here because that's the way it picks up my voice the best. But then it makes it difficult for me to use my keyboards. I have two keyboards. One of them is for my Xbox, another one's for my PC. Makes it hard for me to use my keyboards because like when I type, it's like underneath the microphone, and when I type as well, like it probably makes a lot of noise in the microphone. But keyboards, if you're if you're an Xbox user and you play Elder Scrolls, a keyboard is like just a necessity. I love having a keyboard. Being able to type messages as opposed to like clicking through each letter in the alphabet, you know, to try to say something. It's so nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think a lot of people do that. They do set up their stream. I think they manage the stream through like a laptop, almost, I believe, and then they use obviously um, their games on a PC. I could do that too because I have a laptop. I don't really ever use it. I could do that. Maybe have to. I might have to look into that. But I like having it right now where my setup is like my Xbox is right here, my PC is down there, but I have PC monitor, Xbox monitor right here. Like everything is really it's nice for me to be able to manage everything just literally all right here. And the good news is you guys can't see everything that's on there either, right? Because if you could see my desk right now, well, obviously I have a coffee cup pretty much always here, but like my routers here, Xbox, and it's not really messy now that I think about it. But my cat is always jumping up here and stuff like that, so I'm sure it would be a little weird for me to show the desk area in the stream normally. I know some people have like the side views and stuff like that where they can see pretty much everything going on, but yeah, I'm not anytime. Sinium Treasure Map 3. It's not actually hooked up to it's not actually hooked up to my Xbox. It's a wireless one, right? So it's got like I have a plug here, so I charge it through this plug here, and there's just a USB receiver that's hooked into one of the USB ports on the back of my Xbox. So I just have this little guy. It cost me like $20. It's super. It's awesome. And then I have like a regular kind of a gaming, gaming keyboard here that I use for my PC. But this one's like when I'm not on my Xbox and I'm doing homework and stuff, I can just put this right on top of my Xbox and it stays out of the way. It's really really slim, nice and low profile. And if I want, like, I have another Xbox upstairs. If I'm not streaming and I just want to like sit on the couch and chill and play some games, like I can take this up there and just plug in the USB up there too. But soon that upstairs part is gonna belong to my brother because he's gonna be moving into my house with me, which is gonna be kind of cool. Trying to convince him to kind of work with me and build a bit of a like a gaming community. I think it'd be a lot of fun to have like him and I kind of playing games together and try to like have like a multi stream where him and I are streaming like the same game at the same time, playing the same thing, and having people be able to watch. But I think I would have to change it from Camp Robber. I'd have to like create a gaming um, business almost, or just a gaming logo, and then him and I would work. Like if we're collaborating, we would play on that, and if we're working solo, we'd have to do our own. But we'll see. I'll see what he would go for. He doesn't play Elder Scrolls though. He plays pretty much Madden and Call of Duty. He doesn't get into much else. He doesn't play. He does. He's not on his Xbox nearly as much as I am either. Sydney Treasure Map 3. I know. I was thinking it would be kind of cool, and I might even be able to look it up online, but it would be kind of cool to have a keyboard. So I got mine plugging and charging now, but to have a keyboard that like I could just use a button and like switch it between receivers, right? So if I want to be on my Xbox, I could just switch the button to the Xbox side, or if I wanted to be on the PC, I could just flip it that way and it would transmit to the PC receiver. I'll bet you if I looked online, I could find one that does that. Because if I could just slim this down and get rid of my gaming one, I would. I don't really use the PC for gaming much anymore. You know what I do like to play though on PC, and I've been known to stream it from time to time, is Minecraft. But it's been so long since I've been on Minecraft streaming that I think that the realm that I used to pay to play in with my friends, I was the only one who ended up playing in it, so I let that thing expire. So I probably have to start a new world if I stream Minecraft again. I think when it come, I haven't played Minecraft since high school. Oh, really? Yeah, actually, I got into it because I think my friends that I typically game with, a lot of them realize that I don't, I'm not as good at those like really fast paced like shooters and stuff like that. I'm better at games that I can strategize in and think about before I do something. And with Minecraft, I like the ability to kind of think a problem through and create fun solutions and also make it look kind of cool. But it is such a time-consuming game, though, when you're if you're trying to, if you're trying to like build a city, and I don't play in the creative modes, because I think it's kind of like cheating. So, yeah, I get pretty creative with Redstone. Um, I've built like autonomous farms and stuff like that, where all the vegetables basically can grow themselves, and just hit a lever and then it collects it all into chests, and those chests sort things out appropriately, and um, like rail stations that you know uh, that help me mine stuff from really far away. Yeah, I really do like working with redstone. Sometimes it gets confusing though, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the redstone things can be a little tough to figure out, like which, like, sometimes redstone like won't climb up a block appropriately if it's too close to something else. That was always the hardest part for me to figure out. Yeah, now you got me wanting to play that too. But yeah, like when I'm playing here by myself and it's kind of quiet, I wish that I could play the music that I wanted to listen to and not have like copyright issues. And I know that the potential for anyone to come after me for anything copyright related is very, very slim. Let's be honest. Um, a record company or a producer or whatever you want to call it isn't watching my stream and saying, "Oh, why is this guy playing this song?" Like he's benefiting from it when I'm entertaining, let's be honest, like a handful of people. It's not like that is, you know, that their music would really like help me make money. It's just that I wish that I could listen to music that I want to listen to while streaming. And I hope that this new program that Twitch is working on works out that way. Because I have like, I wouldn't say a program, but I have the ability to not just broadcast the music, but I can put like a an overlay that shows what song's playing, who it is. You know, I could even have it show the record companies and all that kind of stuff. But because I don't have the written consent of those artists, like I legally cannot play their music, even if I'm, giving them the credit for the music. So I hope that's something they change. Stormhaven treasure map. Getting real close to finishing this off for like the second time. The dragon up here, is he fighting people? Oh, he is. Oh, it would probably help if I had food active if I'm going to fight a dragon. Yeah, exactly. And I like that part of it. You got to make it difficult, you know? If it's too easy, it's not really a fun game. Marked. Not gonna get it. I don't think this group that's here has the ability to do this because it looks like half the people aren't even. Oh no, not a problem at all. Honestly, I bring up other streamers because I think that for two reasons. One, obviously, I know that these other, some other streamers can be very useful as like a resource for me because I want to learn how to be a better streamer, right? And other streamers are going to, know, um, provide that ability to see what's going on. So, without a doubt, I'm totally cool with bringing that up. All right, I think I'm gonna ditch this dragon. These guys aren't doing anything to him. Heck, I mean, I even promote other streamers. Like you can see on my page, I have two links to two other streamers that I think are that are fun to watch. So yeah, no problem at all. I don't care. If anything, quite honestly, I wanted to, but I don't know if it would be appropriate. But I actually wanted to reach out to a couple of them. Um, One, because like I know that one of my favorites, like Miss Ray, like specifically, she plays on Xbox, and she plays games that I play, Elder Scrolls. I play a little bit of Destiny. She kind of dabbles in those things, and I think it would be kind of cool if I could end up like playing a game with her or doing something like that, and potentially help grow my community while also like helping her grow and be a part of hers. But I don't know if it's appropriate to reach out to another streamer even to be like, hey, like, want some company? I think it might be a little creepy, if anything, because let's be honest, like these other streamers, we really don't know anybody else that we're working with from a hole in the wall. So they definitely don't want to do it during the middle of one of their streams too. Like you don't want to go hit their chat and be like, "Hey, blah blah blah. Like let's go shoot people in Destiny or something, or let's go do a dungeon together." I don't know if that would be appropriate for like at least for a popular streamer like that. Like obviously, me being smaller and having a only a few people watching, I totally actually encourage the interaction with the viewers just because it kind of gets it's more engaging. But with someone who's who it has like probably hundreds of people that are willing and would like to connect with other streamers, I don't know how inappropriate it would be to for that to happen. But I'm having treasure map 2. I'm so close to being done again.
Stroke of luck I was counting on.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that. I'm sure that having that level of followership is definitely something that comes in time too, with someone being like, "Oh, hey," having like fans of your stream recommend that type of interaction. Honestly, I would think that's a pretty special, being able to. I know it sounds really kind of strange, but it would be kind of special to be able to have that type of followership that like would like to see like collaboration between another streamer. Like I think that'd be awesome. But like I said, for now, I'm cool with just doing my thing and hoping that whatever I'm doing is not only fun for me but fun for everybody else. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm surrounded by bad guys. Get the hell out of here.
Could you please untie me?
Oh, something funny. So I can't remember when it was, but it was the other night. I connected my view. I think I had like 3 or 4 viewers. I connected my 3 or 4 viewers to a streamer, and she almost looked confused. She's like, she was like, it was KJ Driz. She's pretty entertaining. She actually like an extremely energetic. But yeah, like so I connected my stream to hers, and she was like, "Why don't I get a notification when you do it?" And I'm like, it's probably because I'm like a small time streamer. But she was so confused it seemed when I linked when I rated her stream. But I was watching and like I noticed that they don't always get like massive raids. Like they do get trickles in of like 3, 4, sometimes those smaller amounts of raids. So I didn't feel like too goofy about that. It was just kind of funny that she had no idea, like obviously who I was, which is understandable. Strasmakai one, keep forgetting. Yeah, Strasmakai. Yeah. It's almost time for me to refill my coffee, but I think I have 3 treasure maps left. I can finish these, and I might take a coffee break and change gears on the stream, do something more fun. I just had to get this done. I had to get the treasure maps done. Oh, and I have to. That's what I was doing this for. Oh my goodness. I was doing all this because I need to scry for more leads so that I can finish my Grandmaster Crafter. That's why I was doing this. I just got reminded of that. So, ooh, I might need to break this up though and go do something fun before I jump back into scrying for leads though. Oh, I'm doing Somerset 1. Here. It's up here. I think I know exactly where that one's at. Oh, really? Yeah, you would think that people would want to see that, but I wonder if some of and I would say that may just be potentially more of like the selfish streamers probably don't want to share. They want their community to stay their community. But that's just the only thing I would think would be a negative for any streamer to not want to connect with others. Um, like not that I am even remotely saying that I would be more entertaining than any of these other ones out there, but
I can tell you
like,
that much.
what if two streamers connect and the people who are watching like mine and that other person's think that that other person's is more entertaining, and we're both on at the same time. Well, there's the potential, I think, for um, people to actually lose viewership. But I think that so there's a concept in business. I think it's called competitive marketing. And even though streamers really aren't, I don't think they're that competitive. But even if they were that competitive, they actually would probably benefit from collaboration more than anything, because even, let's say, one person wanted to go watch another person stream after you collaborate, you're probably still going to have that person coming back, but you could also get more people to to view and follow your page as well. It's kind of like when um, like if you go to a major city, I'm not sure where you live, you don't have to say, but like a lot of times in a major city, you're going to have like Home Depot and Lowe's, right? Those are going to be your two competitors with retail. And quite often, you're going to see a Home Depot and a Lowe's just down the street from each other. And they do that on purpose. They do that because, like, Lowe's knows that people are going to get upset at Home Depot and they're going to go to Lowe's. But Home Depot knows that people are going to be upset at Lowe's and go to Home Depot. So if they put their two places together, they know that they're just going to be sharing customers back and forth, and they're both going to have their loyal customers as well. So I think that two streamers, collaborating would be a great thing. But I think it's very often from what I've seen in my brief time streaming is that it can be a lonely game. It can be a lonely thing. Like, people, maybe they like to be by themselves doing it too, you know. Other than when they get that interaction from the other streamer who raids their stream, then you see them message back and forth for like 3 or 4 messages, and it's like poof, they're gone. Maybe it's because some of them take it too, maybe not too seriously, but they take it very businesslike, and then like they just want to do their stream, they want to put their time in, and when their time's done, they want to move on. I don't know. Ardenfell map 5. This, I believe, is the last one. Come on, you can do it. Ardenfell map 5. Yes, I think I know that one's right up next to a way shrine. Yep, I know exactly where it's at. Hmm. And just hearing you, maybe not hearing, obviously I'm not hearing your text message, but reading your message, it kind of does make me want to like reach out to another Xbox ESO streamer and say, hey, let's go do a dungeon together, or um, let's go form a trial, or just, yeah, do some sort of collaboration. I think it would be a lot of fun. And like you say, obviously reading your message, it says that's what people want, and maybe that's not what everybody wants, but I'm sure some people would like to see streamers working together. But I'm a big believer in establishing a community too. Like, I don't want to just be myself. Like, yes, I want to be myself, but I don't want to just be like alone doing this stuff all the time. And I think a lot of streamers are that way. I think that like the guild that I created, I think one of the best things about our guild is that we've created a community. It's not just everybody individually working alone. Like, we work together on a lot of things. Yes! No more treasure chests. Oh, goodness. Treasure chests are gone. They're all gone. Oh, let me go to my primary residence, check my coffers, make sure there's none sitting around there. I found two items that I think are worth selling. Um, I don't I'm not really collecting any other set pieces from land from base game, not base game, but from like areas. I don't know. I think my banker may have that over here. But yeah, I think it was only two pieces that I've found. Speaking of which, I'm going to take those all to the traders and get my stuff for sale. As we'll take all these. Oh, no, actually, not those. Need to make sure that my crafter has all those learned before I try to sell them. So I did find these breaches of Winter's Respite. They were in Divines. I found a blue ring of Necropotence, which probably won't sell very high, but I did find a purple Spinner's ring, and that one I might be able to get some decent money for. Other than that, I really didn't get anything worth keeping. Go through my inventory and put all this stuff away and see if anything else popped up. Oh, Briarheart Collar. There you go. That's a good one. I don't remember getting that. That must have been on today's polls. Yeah, that's a good one there. Oh, I might even keep that because the Briarheart set is extremely popular. Let's put all this digging. Nope. Dreamer's Mantle, no. Yeah, I think that I was limited to just those few items. Blessed Ring, don't even know. Block an attack, game ready's blessed armor for 5 seconds, causing you to dodge all incoming attacks. Oh, see, this one seems like it would be cool because it seems like something a tank would want. You know, when you block, which tanks are blocking all the time, you gain Meridia's blessed armor for 5 seconds, so you get basically a pretty awesome armor for 5 seconds. But it can only happen every 25 seconds. So you have to wait for like a 20-second cooldown every time. Like for me, that's just too unpredictable. So I don't think this blessing, the Meridia's blessing armor is very good. Now, if they reduced it to like once every 10 seconds, maybe, or if they increased the time that Meridia's armor was there, like maybe it would be good, but a 20-second cooldown just to be able to use your fifth trait is not very good. Oh, this is, I don't know if it's not the right trait, I don't think. I have a healer friend who I believe wants a lightning staff of martial knowledge though, so I have to give that to him. Morahas, roll dodge. Yeah, no one wants a restoration staff. That warrior poet used to be like for a beginner tank. If you can't find anything else, this is not a bad set to use. But that's just literally for beginner tanks, not for end game. Mm, yeah. No, I just those couple items, a couple rings, and Winter's Respite legs. I think it was. Oh, these are Cyrodiil maps. I was gonna say no. I better not have any. Cyrodiil map. That's fine. Yeah, I think that's all good. Empty here. Yep. Well, that makes me feel a lot better. Actually done with those treasure chests. Oh, goodness. Oh, what do I do now? Guess I could just do all my scrying for those. And I guess I can be really selective with what I scry for though, because I know that I only need certain things. But I probably just need to go over to my tank, my crafter, and see um, what he needs. Would be kind of cool to finish off a few of these things too. Not sure if I have anything to sell to the merchant. I think I put it all in the. Yeah. Gold. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna switch tunes. I'm gonna grab some coffee, take a little break. I'll be back in a little bit. Try to make sure I don't have chair mode on. coffee refilled. Break. Switching tunes. All right. Figure out something. Probably just go scribe. I need. Switching tunes again. I may have disconnected trying to log in with my new tune. Yep. Reloading. Yep. Good old ESO, exactly. Gives me a second to clear up my email box. That's the first I've heard of that. That's funny. That's true. Like it happens so often. But let's be honest. There's a lot to do in this game, and you kind of have to be a little, I would say maybe impressed, but I'm, kind of impressed with how they've been able to, you know, manage to keep this game alive for a long time. Okay. I think it's all the base game things I have to go to. But I might be able to just check them all. Hopefully I can do that. And see which one. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna write them down. See which motifs I have completed and which ones I haven't. And I should be able to narrow down my search that way. It says 0 found. I probably need to like high elf daggers. I need to get that, so I need to green shade. No, I just might as well go one by one. Hopefully, I'll have a guild member in one of my other guilds that's already in green shade. I can just travel to. That makes it easier than having to either pay for it or travel to. You're trying to get. Green shade, I know, but he's got to be there. Huh. This is usually the biggest guild to find people in. Green shaders. All right. No. Right there. Exactly. Sometimes it's hard for me to want to, you know, sympathize or empathize with the coding engineers and developers and stuff like that. But let's be honest, they do a damn good job. There's a lot to do in this game, and a lot can go wrong. And they manage to keep the game at least moving at all times. You know, like it's always up. It's not like one of those games where it's like, oh, the entire game went down, you know, for days on end or for hours on end. They keep the game going, so I'm pretty happy with what they're doing. Zynode. I don't even think that person's online on the stream team right now, are they? Oh yeah, like like they are. Oh, looks like this guy might be an Xbox gamer. Oh yeah, he's an Xboxer. Pretty cool. Yeah, I can't remember what was going on, but I was getting a bunch of those crates for a while, and I don't remember where I was getting them from. If it was from a streamer or whatnot, but from what I recall, I was the only one streaming at the time. Sure. Yeah, I probably had something else going on in the background when that was occurring. Yeah, the drops are cool, but I got like every time I got one of those crates, it was always full of like potions and poisons and stuff, and those things I don't really ever use. So sometimes I end up just you know not worrying about those. But I guess if I knew that there were better rewards, I probably wouldn't give up on it. There it is. Now, which mount is that? Oh, is that the bear? The bear one? Because there was like a golden shiny bear that looked really awesome. Hmm. I'll have to look that one up. Really, don't really know that one. See, that goes into the bank. Crafter. Right. Well, dude, I have the worst luck with RNG, so um, I'm probably I'd probably be the one who gets real butthurt about about you flexing that RNG, dude. Like honestly, I have the worst luck with that stuff. Narthy's Roost. Right. Where do you do your flexing? Do you go to Crag Lauren, hang out near the way shrine there, showing off your stuff? That's what a lot of people do. I like Crag Lauren, honestly. One of my favorite places. I know a lot of people don't like it there, but I think it's cool. Yeah, I think it's cool there. Honestly, I like that that it's like a tough zone to be out alone into. You know, I've always kind of appreciated the necessity to put in a little bit of hard work into some of these games, and with hopefully good rewards. Oh, that's funny. When I ran through AA for the first time, I think we were in a group that was doing that trial for the first time, and there was like, for some reason, everybody was in a big freaking hurry, so we didn't get to like, I don't know, like talk and have fun through our way through it. It was really kind of annoying that like everybody was just in such a hurry, like beat it, beat it, beat it. Nobody wanted to like really. It seemed like nobody wanted to enjoy it that much, which is kind of odd because like that's the whole thing about these, like, go enjoy what you're doing. Don't just, you know, beat it for the sake of beating something. And I thought I was the mage, by the way, so you know. Yeah, this guy's he's got a pretty cool site. Like I like his I like his setup. He's got a lot of stuff going on. Pretty professional looking. He's got a good layout. He's got oh, and he plays on PlayStation, not Xbox. Okay, okay. He's PlayStation. Yeah. And I didn't get into trials until just recently. I was always kind of concerned that like I wasn't going to be able to hold my own and I wasn't going to be able to contribute to the team, but I didn't realize that like trials are honestly kind of a piece of cake as long as you have a decent team that's willing to work together. Um, so now I do them frequently. Honestly, I haven't played any in the last couple of days just because I've been doing a lot of this scrying and treasure chest hunting. All right, ancestral swords in Malabal tour. Shrine. You kind of wonder, like, for the guys like this, who, again, I think he has a very, very good kind of stream and community. It looks like he's built. I wonder at what point the guy gets like a web developer involved to start, doing his, web developing and um, all this other kind of stuff. Malabal tool. Oh, Zinode, the guy you told me about. I pulled his stream up. It looks good. I think he does a great job. But I'm sure, like, see how he has it's not necessarily a link, but he has a on his layout. He has his zynogaming.com thing. Like, I'll bet you if you go to that, it's probably it probably has a lot to do with like builds, and content that he runs and uses. So I wonder at what point these guys decide to get a web developer involved in creating their sites for them. I'm sure they don't do it at the very beginning when they're brand new streamers because it just wouldn't. Yeah, I just pulled it up because I wanted to see what he was all about. But yeah, I just kind of wonder at what point they make that leap into having an actual website. Oh yeah, I do. In Elder Scrolls Online, I run a trading guild. So I do like rogues and those guys. Those are guys that are in my guild. We are legit like a trading guild. So that's my primary when I'm playing this game is I do trading and stuff. But part of that is you know having things to trade, and I do all that stuff off the stream too because there's a lot of information about my guild and other guilds that I don't really think that people you know I need to keep a lot of it confidential, especially you know guild bank money and stuff like that. Yeah, and I think that would be good to do that, but again, like I would be borderline, um, you know, infringing upon things that should be, um, I don't know, should be confidential. But you know, I could spin and maybe not do it guild related. I could do like, um, you know, I could do things where I could teach about how to price your items properly and how to do that kind of stuff. But I don't know if there would be a lot of market for that. Maybe I mean, I'll consider that. Let me jot it down because I do make notes about some things I want to do. So I'm gonna make note of that, and I'll try to think of like a I don't know a event or something that I could do. And actually, what I could do is I could advertise it to my guild because I know that my guild would do really well to to get some help with you know how to do some selling and what to sell and stuff. So I could do that, and I could even just create a and I could clip a video and I could put that video up on YouTube or have it available on my Twitch. That's a really good idea. Okay, I'm gonna make that happen. It's gonna happen. I have to plan it out though. I have to have a detailed plan for that, but that's going to happen. Thank you so much. I like all the ideas that people have been giving me about some things I should do. I know that I would also probably benefit from, and the viewers would benefit from me making some sort of schedule, and the schedule would have those things laid out like in advance. So it's not like I just you know log in that day and then I start doing it. Like, but if I broadcasted that that's you know what's on the agenda, I think it would be good for viewers. So I saw somebody using these fissures for a purpose, and I was shocked at what it did for them. I'm going to attempt something here. Ah, okay. I think I figured something out. Shoot, dug too far. Oh, nothing happened in that fissure. Hmm. have everything I do. Oh, Daggerfall. Ancestor Orc Axes. Straws. Yeah. So there, yeah, that's. I think it's a great idea, and like making gold can be something that is like there's a lot of different ways to do it, but I know that's one of the things that a lot of people try to do, right? That's something that people search for online. They look for how to make gold in ESO. I know that's a popular thing. So I could make my own video and actually have it like proven that there are good ways of doing it. Um, One of the issues with making gold sometimes though is that it's hit or miss, right? Because there isn't like one gold farm. There's no way to just gold farm. Like there are ways of doing things that put you in a situation in which you can make gold. Like you can find items that are worth selling. But yeah, I wish there was. Oh, I'm glad. I'm kind of glad there isn't one like gold farm though, because that would ruin the trader aspect quite a bit. But yeah, I could. I have a couple ideas that I could do. I think I could do one that's centered around the trading market. I could probably have some centered around like things to do in the game that do increase the not increase, but that do help you get more gold to do. Yeah, I have some ideas about that because I do have notes on a class that I teach for my guild. I have notes about how to use a trader and how to use it properly and what to do. Um, so I could use those notes and kind of create something um, that's for everyone, not just my own guild members. That would help out a lot. Yeah, the money making one would be good. I think that's you're definitely onto something there, Hero. Yeah, that's kind of funny. One of our what I consider one of my favorite, and I know it's kind of bad to say that, but one of my favorite guild members, one of our better members, if you will, um, she's all about that, and she used to play Neverwinter, and it's kind of funny when she's in here with us. It's Ellie. You may have seen her in the chat, Elindriel. Really cool member, and it's always so funny because she's like, "Oh, I was at the auction house and doing this at the auction house." I'm like, "Wait a minute, we don't have. There's no such thing as an auction house." Oh, that guy's supposed to be blocked. Nightbot, you failed me. No spamming for big follows. Oh my gosh, two of them. No spamming for big follows. Nightbot, where are you? Sorry about that. I try to reduce those, but I'm still having trouble getting Nightbot to do what I want it to do. I probably need to take a tutorial on um, how to use Nightbot properly. Wonder if I have to like turn on Nightbot every time I log in. Weird. It's pretty much always on. It's supposed to be at least. Oh yeah, but so that sorry, back on track. Ellie, she's she was huge into Neverwinter. Played it for a really long time, and she came over to Elder Scrolls, and yeah, um, it's been been a pleasure having her in our team or on our team, and yeah, she really gets involved in a lot of the economy, and but her biggest thing is like she has these like she loves to like go hunt for treasure chests, not like with the treasure maps, but she has like routes that she runs in the game that she knows she's gonna find cool stuff doing. She really likes Northern Elsewhere a whole lot. I don't think I found quite as many of those as I wanted to. I think I might have to switch up to my crafter and make sure I'm looking for the right stuff. I'm gonna switch to the crafter. Be right back. I guess I'm not going anywhere. Okay. All right, what do I need to do? Ancestor Hub. I still have so many of these that I haven't done. And okay, Ancestral Orc is complete. That makes me happy. The High Elf and the Nord, I just don't know because I've done all those treasure chests and I've scribed for all those things. I wonder if I like dug them up and sold them a long time ago. I have a lot of them that are not finished. Oh, actually, you know what? Go to Cragorn. I want to check Cragorn to check out the trader. Dremora style, I'm only 3 motifs away. Any luck, I'll find some that are cheap.
Yes.
Which are the ones that I need that I was close to? Ancestral IL. Ancestral.
How may I serve?
Of course, they do have it for 22,000. That's too expensive. Is there a trader? Okay. Oops.
Greetings, Sarah. A moment, if you please.
Hopefully, there's a way shrine inside here that I can use. Right, jump. I don't go here ever. Check out these traders here. I don't think I've ever paid any attention to the traders here.
What is it?
Where the hell is he? Yeah, I have not cleared this zone, but that's another thing that I want to do eventually is focus on a zone clear at some point.
I can't believe this stupid
Well,
plague
oh, there's a few traders in here. Didn't realize that. A little darkness. Oh gosh, I don't want to spend the money, but I'm tired of running around. Yeah, it can be tough to get people to do world bosses. I'm usually down for a world boss as long as I'm on the right character. Like this character right now, if you asked me to do a world boss, it wouldn't help you because he does no DPS. Like you can see, he has no skills. But typically, I'm always down for a world boss. I thought there was another trader for some reason. Whatever. Heard about it. Okay. You want to get out of here? Let's go. Let's go check here.
Fancy a life of treasure hunting? Cyrodiilic Collections needs you.
Sometimes these traders have decent things. Not familiar with this guild though, so they probably are low volume. Be surprised if they had any. Hopefully, prices no.
Are you an adventurer? Oh, have I got an adventure for you?
Another Team Beautiful. I know Team Beautiful. They're basically a trials guild. They have pretty cool people. I've run with them a few times.
Between you
I've never heard of this
and
guild.
Selman.
The Ding Wing.
Do you like treasure? Come explore the swamp with
Oh, I was just about to say might be DCing, but I need it. Traders are way, but sometimes again the bit of the off the wall traders have decent stuff for sale. I'm not part of Lunacy anymore. I honestly never really felt like I didn't like the community as well as I thought I would at first, but I am a part of Vixens. Actually, Lady Vixen is one of my would say a personal friend because I don't know her in real life, but the owner of Vixens is one of my friends on Xbox. She's been really helpful in my progression with my own guild.
Take a look. Lots of goods. You get the idea.
Yeah, Lunacy is they're good traders, right? They've always been really good with their traders, but I've found like it's been difficult to like I don't know. I just didn't feel like the community was exactly my style, and so don't let that. Um, I'm not by any means saying that they're a bad guild. I'm saying they're a good guild. It just wasn't one that I really felt like I wanted to stick with anymore. Yeah, yeah. Vixen's a person. Like I said, Vixen's been really helpful because I was part of a larger group of guilds. They're called like they call themselves the sauce guilds, like applesauce, secret sauce, au jus sauce. They had a bunch of them, and I was a lifetime member in all of those guilds. And then one day I hop on my Xbox and found out that they disbanded all of those guilds. Like they just decided one morning, hey, we're done, right? So all of those guilds just kind of went poof into thin air. And I was like, well, dang, I need some guilds to trade with, right? So I joined Vixens, and shortly after joining Vixens, I decided that, hey, I should probably run my own as well. I think I could do a good job with it. So um, Vixen saw that I was trying to do that, and she was like, hey, let's chat, and I'll show you some ins and outs of how to start up a trading guild, what you might need to do, how to manage the money and all that other kind of stuff. Because it's tough. Like running a trading guild is a lot of work, and you've seen and probably heard me and Rogues talking about some of our collaborations with how to how to be better and how to try to get more people involved and how to run things certain ways. But yeah, I've been really thankful for some of the support I've gotten from people like Vixen.
Have you lost your mind?
I just thought there was a trader right here. Maybe I'm at the wrong way shrine here. I think I am. Oh yeah, this one. Hey, Kamos, what's up, bud? How you doing? Yeah? Anything fun going on?
The Dominion will
Think
provide wish
in a good
globally.
way, but Ellie's rubbing off on a lot of people. Everybody's stealing shit now. Everybody's thieving, and I mean, she makes a lot of money doing it, so I think taking her lead is probably a smart thing. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, those are a necessity for sure. Um, I'm not really doing much. I'm kind of just running around looking for good deals on some of the crafting motifs I'm looking for, and I'm streaming my game and chatting with the viewership at the moment. Yeah, but yeah, really nothing special going on. Honestly, it's been nice having a couple of slow days that I haven't been hustling too hard. Oh, yeah, I might be willing to do that a little bit later. I was actually thinking about taking a break here soon.
Come to
Um, dude, I worked so hard the last 3 days on finishing all the treasure maps that I had, and yeah, dude, I did I think about 150 treasure maps in the last. Yeah, I'm not joking. That's not a joke at all. Like about 150. Yeah, so I've been doing that the last couple days. So honestly, dude, my thumbs hurt. I don't think I was in on that one, was I? I missed that week. That was the no. I was out last weekend. Your was it AA? That AA?
Hello there.
Yeah, I'm feeling that too. Yeah, Zero. Walmart's pretty decent. One of my friends in this guild, she likes to go to Walmart and shop quite a bit. Um, you don't necessarily get the money back for the lifetime memberships, but what I like about the lifetime membership is that I don't have to remember to pay my dues. So yeah, I do a lot of lifetime memberships in guilds, even though they're super expensive. I think it's kind of worth it, in my opinion. I need to create a lifetime membership for my guild. I don't know how much I would do. I don't know what price they would be, but I want to do a lifetime membership for my guild. That's what I yeah. It's exactly my thing. It's like I might as well just pay a whole bunch, and then
How can I?
even though yeah, I'm probably overpaying, the ease of the ease of mind, I guess, really helps. Exactly, too lazy, and that and that's why I for lunacy, maybe it's just because I didn't ask, but I don't think that they had a lifetime membership for that guild. So I kind of got like tired of going and doing like the monthly dues all the time, and I was like, I got another guild. I've got what, four of them that I'm a lifetime member in now, including my own. So like that's basically five guilds that I'll never leave, right? So yeah, I'm in plenty. this city had traders. Maybe not. Yeah, Kamos, I'm thinking about hopping on and doing some more crazy stuff this evening, but I just I don't think I'm down for it right now. Oh, Orsinium or Rothgar for the kind of get yourself some Briarheart stuff. Oh, what motifs out of Rothgar? Mm,
Help! Over here. I need you.
that's kind of my focus now is trying to find crafting motifs because I'm trying to finish my Master Crafter, but it's starting my Grandmaster Crafter because it's starting to get to the point where all the motifs that I don't have are like really expensive ones. You go to a trader and you're like, oh, I need that one, and they're selling it for like 250,000 gold. And you're like, yeah, no way, dude. Take a hike. Like I draw my limit at like roughly 15,000, depending on how close I am to finishing that one. You know? Yeah. Now I'm kind of just jumping all the off the beaten path traders, seeing if I can find somebody posting some of these ones I need for cheap, but no luck. About tired of it. Yeah, that's actually not a bad price for the whole Praxis. Is it the big one? Oh, okay. Is it the Solitude chimney? Huh. I don't know if I have that one. Okay. Hmm. That was one of my biggest complaints lately. Is like you can get like a Praxis, or you can get a like some of the styles when you're crafting. Let's say you're crafting armor or something like that, and you're like, oh, I want to know what style this is or what it looks like. You can't see what it looks like until after you've crafted it and put on your tune. Like they have like the little tiny icon in the corners, like up in the top. It's like you can't really tell what it looks like from that you know tiny little speck on the map on the screen. Oh. Yeah, I did a ton of oh shit, wrong button. I did a ton of those treasure maps there in Rothgar, and I came out with one blue briar heart necklace in one of them. So, that's not so bad. Yeah. Well, that's one of the things I was thinking about was not even selling it, but hanging on to it because, like I am building a like a stamina DPS character, but I haven't really started getting all of my my good gear yet. But I know that some things are probably worth hanging on to. Yeah, I got a purple Spriggan ring, I think, during my treasure map runs too. Yeah, not really finding any to buy for a decent price. That being said, I might be logging off to take a break here for a little while, get some lunch, relax for a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna be. I'm gonna take a few minutes to wrap up what I'm doing, but, but yeah, I'll be back on a little bit later, maybe in a couple hours. Got to get some real life things done. So, yeah, if you're on a little bit later, man, let's throw together an NCR. I'm down with that. +3, no stopping, huh? Dude, honestly, I don't mind it. I No, the thing is, like, I know that I've tanked a +3, and I even tanked it while the other tank DC'd, and I was the only tank in it, and like we had a good enough group where we overcame the difficulty, you know. So I mean, it is possible to do an NCR +3 with a partial group even, but it's not easy, but it's doable. So I think what it really comes down to is, um, having someone run the trial. Don't just throw it together and everybody just kind of run around and you know and be crazy and stuff. But having one person who's in charge and having that person coordinate who's going where, making sure people understand the mechanics, and you know and kind of taking it seriously. Because if we don't take that one seriously, it's very easy for people to you know just not really understand what they're doing and get overwhelmed. Exactly. I mean, because there's a lot of work to do in it. It's not really an easy trial, and if you don't know what you're doing. But once you know what you're doing, you know the cues to look out for, you know what to do if you end up in this situation and that situation. Because even me, I'm rusty on like if I was the one who had to go, like, I think it's called downstairs. I don't know, like if I got sent downstairs to go like kill the shards, you know, I would be bad at that because I don't do good enough single target DPS, and I know that I would struggle. So I stay away from going down there. But I've ended up down there a couple times and been like, oh shit, I don't even know what to do, you know? Yeah. But I didn't know how to get out. That was the thing. Is like I didn't know. Like I was just kind of thought I was going to be stuck down there, you know, because I didn't know like what to do. And I there was one time I ended up down there as a tank. I couldn't roll dodge out of the the pizza. Yeah, I couldn't roll dodge out of it fast enough, and I was the main tank. And like I end up down there, and I needed to get back out, and I couldn't figure out how to get back out. Well, that's what everyone said, dude. And it happened. So I was like, oh. So I jumped in the next pizza crust I saw, the pizza pie I saw, and nothing happened. And I was so confused. And maybe I didn't get into it fast enough or something. But yeah, I got real confused because I tried to jump in the next one to send me back up, and nothing worked. So okay, all right. Honestly, maybe I need to go in there and even if it's in the middle of a trial, and maybe I need to just jump into jump in there on purpose and see if I can find my way back out and practice it. Because if I never figure it out, like when it comes down to crunch time, I'm sure that it'll be a lot more difficult to do. Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, because you know what happened to me one time? Like we were doing it, and then they get the shards upstairs, right? So I didn't realize that you had to take the shards upstairs and bring them to the middle. And someone's like, "Hey, go!" Someone was like, "Go get the shards, go get the shards," and I was just going around and picking up the shards, and then just like running around doing my DPS thing. But nobody told me. Yeah, no one told me that you had to grab the shards and then take them to the middle. But you don't even do anything when you take in the middle. You just touch the middle, right? If I, my mistake. Yeah. And no one explained that to me when I was doing it. So I was like, of course, this trial is going to fail if no one's explaining what you need to do. If, yep. And I didn't know what that was because there's so many other lights going on. You're like, oh, well, just another damn light. Yeah, that makes sense now.
I'll apologize now for what happens later.
Yeah, I that's Enmal. Hmm. Yeah, I have had trouble. I've been able to find two out of the three on my side on once, or unless there was only two, I can't remember. But yeah, I remember doing that one time, and I kept finding like I found some and I would take care of them, but I was always missing one. Um, but I think people say like, oh, you have to synergize on this one, then synergize on this one, synergize this one. I don't think you have to synergize on those plates necessarily because it always gives you the ability to synergize. So I kind of want to test that as well. I want to go in there. Well, you do have to synergize, but people keep telling you that you have to stand on this plate to synergize, stand on this plate to synergize. Yeah, and I think that's why I was missing them was because people told me I had to stand on the plates. So I was running in and I was looking for these plates to stand on, and it was incorrect. So Yeah, they do. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. And sometimes those guilds, like those guilds, those groups that you end up with, some people end up so impatient that they don't want to explain it because they just want everybody to just hurry up and go. But
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you
hmm
let us in.
yeah, 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 and that whole situation, the frustrations and everything, I believe that was all addressed and everything's good there. So I think moving forward, everything's cool. Just FYI. Yeah, but again, I'm staying out of it because it really wasn't anything to do with me necessarily. But at the same time, just so you know, everything's cool with that. So we're moving on. Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off for a bit. If you're on when I get on a little bit later, we'll throw together an NCR or maybe two or three and see if we can grind that out for you because I know you've been looking for that one-handed weapon for a long time now. I hope we can help you get it. Yeah, I know. Oh, you're not ready to lose that yet. Yeah, it's good to have options. Mm, yeah, yeah,
Come on,
and
hurry
that's
up.
why.
We have deadlines to meet.
Oh, thanks, Zero. Appreciate that, bud. I'll be back on a little bit later. Hopefully, I'll see you on. Maybe again, you're welcome to jump in with us too
I'm not leaving
if
until
you
you
see
let
me
us
on.
in.
You're always welcome to join us. But thanks for supporting me and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. It's fun talking to you. Really mean that. Thank you. Yeah, that's why one of the sets I'm running now for my healer, the Twilight Remedy, has a really awesome synergy based attribute or like skill um, for like a main tank. So if I throw a ground based synergy like shards, which healers throw shards all the time, and let's say a tank activates that synergy, the tank gets 34,000 health over 15 seconds. So it trickles in 34,000 health over 15 seconds, which is really good
Deadlines to meet.
for a main tank. If I know the guy's going to be sitting there getting the crap kicked out of him, and I use Twilight Remedy and throw him shards, like
I have some work to
unless
do.
he just doesn't activate the synergies, there's no way he's going to die. That's the way I kind of look at it. But anyway, ooh, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Catch you later, brother. Yep, and thanks again, Zero. I appreciate you. I'll see you later, and I'll make sure I turn off the chair.